Hi, yogis. Welcome to our restorative practice. So for all of our restorative classes, please grab a large towel and just go ahead and fold it into a half, I should say. Then just roll it like really nice and tight. And once you roll it nice and tight, just sit it down beside you. If you have a block that works is great. And also a little hand towel. It doesn't have to be this big, but something that we can place behind our head for some of the poses. And also at the end, we can cover our eyes and Shavasana. Great. So let's start off our yoga practice, our restorative yoga class with alternate nostril breathing. So sit on that rolled towel if you have it, or a block, or you can come onto your shins, anything that elevates your hips. And kind of sit a little bit forward from that object so you have a little bit of an internal rotation of the hips. Your spine is upright, your chest is open. And for a moment, just close your eyes. Let your hands be on top of the thighs. And just center yourself for what we're gonna experience moving forward. Open your eyes. Take your right hand and face it towards your camera. From here, take your index and your middle finger and place it right in the middle of your palm. From here, turn the hand towards you and place your thumb in your right nostril and your right ring finger on your left nostril. Sit upright, look straight forward, and take a gentle breath in through your nose, softly inviting your breath into the body. And breathe out of both nostrils out, just the way you brought it in. Easily, soft, relaxing breath out. Breathe in. So we're creating a little pattern here. And softly let the air out. Good. In through both nostrils. Notice your posture. Notice if something, is a little off. And as you breathe out, align yourself to that firm, comfortable, easy, upright position. Breathe all the way in. Breathe all the way out. Inhale this time as you breathe all the way in. Just focus the air out of both nostrils. And as you exhale, close your left nostril and breathe out of the right. Good, keep your left one closed. Breathe in through the right nostril. Close your right nostril. Open your left, breathe out of it. Keep your right one closed. Inhale through your left. Close the left. Breathe out of the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out of the left. Inhale through your left. Close the left. Breathe out of the right. Continue. Inhale. Close the right. Breathe out of the left. Breathe in. And anytime you mess up, that is supposed to happen. It's okay. Just start back over. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Close it and breathe out of the opposite nostril. So you're always breathing out of the opposite nostril. Breathing in. Out. By yourself. Next time you exhale, just release your right hand down. And breathe out of both nostrils. Good. Breathe in through both nostrils. Notice what you have done. Good. Just continue this pattern of your breath in and breath out. And make your way to child's pose. Nice and slowly make your way there. Take any movements prior to landing in your child's pose that make you feel good. Play around with your knees, your hands. And eventually just find yourself grounding down with each breath. Letting the body go a little further towards the ground as you breathe out. Slowly rise to a tabletop. Curl your toes in the back. Walk your knees underneath your hips. Take your wrist creases underneath your shoulders, middle finger straight forward. Create a long spine, inner thighs towards the back of the room. Let's do a few cat-cows here. With the inhale, lift your tailbone up, drop the belly button down, draw your heart between your biceps, gaze forward and up. In nice and slow motion, start with your tailbone, curl yourself in, round and back towards the sky. Start with the tailbone again, drop the belly button down, lift your heart through the biceps, gaze up. Start with the tailbone again, curl yourself in, round the back towards the sky. Continue, breath in. Slowly breathing in, going through your cow pose. And as you breathe out, nice and slow motion to cat. Good, keep it going. 2 more times. Find a neutral spine between your cat-cows. With the inhale, extend your right hand towards the right. As you breathe out, tuck it in your left armpit. Come all the way onto the side of the right cheek. Extend your left hand forward and rest your outer shoulder on the ground. And just breathe here. Full breath in, just nice and softly. Let the air all the way go. Just focusing on your breath. Notice if you're holding on to somewhere. And if you are, breathe right into that spot. And keep breathing into that spot until it let goes a little bit. And if it's being stubborn or anything like that, just skip it. Skip that part and go to the other side, other parts of the body. It's going to be here for about 45 more seconds. If you like to go a little deeper into the pose, come all the way on the tips of the left hand and draw your left shoulder towards the right. If you like to go a little deeper, just crawl your left hand towards your face. Lift the left hand up, straight up high to the sky. And tuck it behind your back. And grab the inside of the right thigh. Gentle opening of the heart towards the left. Breathe here. If you have your left hand behind your back, Slowly return and underneath your left shoulder. If you have your left hand forward, slowly return the hand underneath the shoulder. And slowly come back to a tabletop. Just notice what you have done. Take some movements. Maybe add some cat-cows. Maybe sit back into child's pose. Good. Let's go to the other side. Come to a tabletop, nice and long spot. Extend the left hand to the left. Tuck it in through the right armpit. Left arm facing the sky. Left cheek on the ground. And extend the right hand forward. And just gentle breath in and out. So for restorative practice, our breath is very easy. It's just in through the nose and out of the nose. No bandhas are locked. And you're just softly breathing in and out. If you'd like to go a little deeper, just slide your right hand beside you, lift it to the sky, and tuck it behind your back. If you can gently ground the inside of the left thigh, that's good. If not, it's okay. Just breathe here. Focus on your breath in, breath out. Continue in, out. Slowly return your right hand underneath the right shoulder. Spread the fingers wide. Press down into your right hand. And slowly come to a tabletop and take some movements. Notice what you have done. Don't worry about the breath. Just feel your body. In transitions of restorative practice, don't worry too much about the breath. Good. From here, locate that towel that you have earlier. Make sure you have it into a into a half. Then once you get into a half, tightly roll it. And set it right beside you. Actually, sit it right in the middle of your mat, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our spine right in the middle of it. So place it right in the middle of your mat. So it's already long, you don't have to do it later. And just simply come all the way onto your back. Let your hips be on the ground and the back of the head on all the way on the back of the towel. Take your feet at hip distance width. Good, and from here, extend the hands to a T. Gaze up and together, breathe in. Exhale, relax the body down. Continue, breath in. All the way out. All the way in. Keep it simple, breathe out. Close your eyes as you breathe in. All the way out. All the way in. Relax the tension between your eyelids. Breathe all the way out. The eyelids are like two leaves that are touching one another that have fallen from the tree. Very soft. Continue. If you would like to, you can extend your feet forward. And just let your feet rest, toes to the side. If this variation doesn't resonate with you, you can just bring your knees back. Just about a minute and a half or so more. Remember to breathe. Focusing 100% on your inhale and your exhale. Whenever you are so aware of your breath, you can also slowly build awareness to other things that are happening, specifically to holding on of the muscles, specifically to thoughts. They're really correlated together. Most of the time when we think too much or thinking during something, we clench on. Somewhere in our muscles and our body is just like holding on. So notice it. And if it's refusing to let go, and if your body is, not wanting to be quiet, acknowledge that. That is a beautiful thing. It's beautiful because you're practicing it. You're practicing trying to do something about it. If your feet are forward, slowly return your feet by your hamstrings. Slowly slide the hands beside you and roll to your right side. Go ahead and take that towel and slide it off your mat to the left. And return your spine back on the ground. And return to your hands at a T, feet close to your hamstrings. And just notice what you have done, continuing the breath in, the breath out. Keep it going. Slowly hug your right knee into your belly. Extend your left leg all the way forward. And cross your right knee to the left. Place your right toes behind your left knee pit. Extend the right hand to the right. If you'd like to add to the twist, look to the right. And breathe into the side of the right hip. Focus on the breath in, breath out. Be easy. Focus on the air out. Continue. Slow as possible. Return your hips down to center. Return your left leg by your left hamstring. Lightly press into your feet, realign the hips, realign the spine. Just take a moment and notice what you have done. Whenever you feel you're ready, go to the other side, extending the right leg forward, hugging your left knee into your belly, and crossing your left knee to the right, placing your left toes behind your right knee pit, extending the left hand to the left. Use that little towel for the back of your head. Give yourself some support. So the most important part about this practice is the breath. Let the breath do its job. And for the breath to do its job, you have to focus on breathing in and breathing out. 100% of your concentration on the breath in and the breath out. Instead of trying to fight with it, trying to, stop things, invite it. Give it a hug. Give it some love. That's all it wants. It wants attention. Give it what it needs, and over time, it'll have enough of your love. And over time, it'll slowly fade away, become part of your practice. Something that is there without you paying too much attention to it. Without you, being distracted by it. Notice if you're pushing down, pulling down the left thigh to the ground. For some of you, you might just be right here. You won't go further than 45 degrees. Some of you might not even be able to go fully twisting out. Just pause where you are and remain where you are and just breathe right into that spot. slow as possible. Return to center. Realign your spine. Realign your hips. Just take some movements here. Windshield wiping your feet side to side. Just notice what you have done. Next time they go to the left, just roll your body to the left and come to a seat. And come all the way onto your shins. And go ahead and find your large towel. And roll into a half. Good. And then roll it into a quarter. Then once you roll it into a quarter, come all the way onto your shins. And take that towel and place it right on top of your calves. And take it all the way close to your back of your knee pits. Once you got that going, just simply sit back. Sit upright, sit tall, spine long, eyes straight forward, chest open. You can have your palms facing your thighs. You can have them up for giving. You can have one up, one down. You can even place your hands on top of one another by your navel. And just sit here, allowing the top of the thighs to open up, the calves to feel that opening from the pressure of the towel. And just breathe here. If you would like to increase the intensity of this pose just a tad more, just lean a little bit forward and roll your towel into a 4. Nice and close to your calves, behind your knee pits. And just sit back. This pose breaks a lot of that muscle things that's going on in our calves. So if you're a runner, stand a lot, you're gonna like this pose in a good way or a bad way. First time I did this pose, I started crying. I literally started crying. It was so awesome. After an hour and a half workshop, we were doing a restorative poses and we did this one. And tears came out. Felt so good. Begin to lean forward, come to a tabletop, and go ahead and slide that towel beside you. Lean to the left, swing your legs to the right, and take your feet forward in front of your mat. Rest your hands beside you, extend the legs, and take a second and notice what you have done. Yeah, feels good, right? Go ahead and roll your feet, shake the feet out, and anything that makes you feel good. Nice. Go ahead and grab that towel again. Come into a half, then roll again to a quarter. Then once you got it nice and long, roll it half to the right side. So you're making it into like a little triangle, or a square, I should say. Then from here, bring the towel right underneath your low back and lean back into it. And slide that towel to cover up your sacrum for supported bridge. Just take your hands in a T and just let your hips rest on that towel. Are you breathing? Did your mind wander off somewhere else? And if those things happen, then it's perfect. That's what's supposed to happen. Come back. Come back to the breath in, breath out. Continue. With your next inhale, slowly take your right leg straight up high to the sky, followed by the left. Just breathe here. Slowly bend the knees. Place your feet down onto the ground and roll your towel to the side. Walk your feet all the way to the wide edges of your mat and drop both knees to the left side of your mat. Take your hands at a T, eyes to the right. Just for a few seconds. Slowly come to center, eyes straight up, and just follow the knees to the opposite side, eyes to the left. Coming towards the end of our practice. Relax the legs. Relax your hands. Slowly come to center. Walk your feet together. And come to a seat. Legs forward. Let's set ourselves up for our last pose, Shavasana. Go ahead and grab your towel and bring it to a half. And once again, roll it really nice and tight. Good, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna place this towel right behind our knee pits. And that other towel that you have for the back of your head, Go ahead and slowly come all the way onto your back, taking that large towel underneath your knees, the other towel behind your head. And extend your heels forward. Let the backs of the legs be long. Go ahead and tuck your chin in so the back of the neck is long. And take a deep breath in, all the way in, all the way in. As you exhale into Shavasana, allow your controlled inhale and exhale to slowly fade away. So you're coming to a natural breath in and out. Allow your body to slowly sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the floor, into a meditative state. We will come out of here when the time is right. Take a deep breath in. Breathe all the way out. Move your limbs. Begin to move the rest of the body. Slowly make your way to a comfortable seat. Sit upright, sit tall, sit new. Place your hands together at your heart center. Bow your head toward your heart in honor of yourself, in honor of all the yogis that have practiced with you right now, later on, and in the past, and also this beautiful practice. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit me up. Rock on. Peace.